The story of my life is not unique. It happened to everyone who was unfortunate to have been born during that time and in that place. Perhaps the best way to make you understand it is to think of it as a tsunami. Our tsunami rose like a wave of hatred which swept over Europe when Nazi Germany took country after country. In my case, I was 15 years old on this beautiful sunny Sunday morning, September 3rd, 1939, when suddenly that wave swept over my childhood home and took away everything I knew and loved. My beloved parents, my brother, my aunts, my uncles, my childhood home, and all my friends. And I found myself on this deserted beach, so to speak, alone except for one childhood friend.
For students, for them to understand history, making it real for them is really important. And so this opportunity to actually get to hear the story from a survivor, I think will make it much more real for them, and they will be able to empathize more, which I think is the most important thing about especially the Holocaust.
After being separated from my parents, my brother, who was 5 years older, was the first one to be taken away. I never saw my beloved brother again, nor did I ever see any members of my family. We were sold to slave labor camps in Germany, which later became concentration camps.
I appreciate her coming out here, or getting on the video chat with us and talking to us and helping us understand what really happened over there and her own experience.
I just wanted to ask you about Simon Wiesenthal in his book, The Sunflower. He writes about the possibilities and limits of forgiveness. Can you share with us your views on this issue of forgiveness?
This is a very important question. I had the privilege of knowing Simon Wiesenthal. He talked about the story of the sunflower. I remember when he was writing it. He said, he could not give forgiveness to those SS people who asked him to forgive him. You can only ask forgiveness for yourself, but certainly on behalf of those, like my friend Ilse, like my parents, my brother, my little cousins, who were murdered so cruelly, I cannot forgive on their behalf. You have to really go and ask every one of those, have you forgiven? Have you found peace wherever you are?
I've never done a video chat before like that, and a video conference. I thought it was really cool that I got to ask her a question and to see other schools ask a question too, not knowing that I'm the only one that had a question to ask.
I stood in the door of the factory and saw from a close by hill a car coming down. This time, thank God, it was not green as the German army was, but on its hood no longer the swastika, but the white star of the American army. There were two men in that vehicle. One jumped out, came running toward me. He asked if he could see the other ladies. Of course, form of address, we had not been addressed. I said to him that most of the girls were inside because I was standing in the doorway, and most of them were already unable to walk. And he said, won't you come with me? And what he did, I didn't understand it. He held the door open for me and let me precede him. And in this beautiful gesture, he restored me to humanity again.